Number 3. Okay, melody. Alrighty. Melody, I want you to think of it as a river. Okay, flowing. Alright, it's linear. Okay, so if I look at a piece of music, alright, the notes as they move from left to right is melody. Okay, it's if I sing la 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 la, so on and so on, that is melody. One note after the other. Okay, it's a horizontal presentation of pitch. Pitch, obviously, how high or how low I either write music or I sing. Okay, so pitch. Okay, the definition I just gave you: highness or lowness of a musical sound. All right, melody, the linear series of pitches. Okay. Now, almost all famous rock songs have a memorable melody. All right, it's like a lick or a riff. All right, that is a repetitive melody if you think about it. La 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 la. Thunderbolt and lightning, very lightning. Okay, whatever. But yeah. Okay. Then melodies can be derived from various scales. Okay. Now, if you think about it, a song, for example, is written in a key. So say I've written a song in the key of C major, or my white keys, right? C to G. But sometime during the song I want to do a modulation of my melody, which means I want to change the key in a way without actually having to change the key signature. So I'm going to use another scale. And you use a relative scale, for example, the relative minor. So it still uses all the same notes, but it has a slightly different feel, right? Okay, now that's me literally just doing a scale, not really making a song, but that's the point. Okay, so if I do this, and back to the original. Okay, that was C major scale, A minor, back to C major. Okay, now what a scale actually is a family of pitches. Okay, scales have been altered or made rather throughout yonks and yonks of years. People sitting and going, yeah, now that scale sounds like this style of music. So put all these kinds of notes together. Mathematically, the formulas all exist for these types of things. Those notes all together are going to sound awesome, and that's a so-and-so scale. All right, for example, minor scale. Very different from the major. Okay. Alrighty. Those are your most common ones, your major and minor scales. Okay? The major and minor scales are of tonal music. Now, tonal, whenever you hear the word tone, I just want you to think of going back home. Tone is like home note. So if C is your tonic, if in your scale, the song is going to revolve around C, and that'll make tonal home. You'll feel better when you go around back to the C, you end the song on a C, that kind of thing. Alrighty? Then we also have different kinds of music. For example, songs revolving around blues scales, which have like eliminated so many different types of notes from the majors and minors. And we have modes. Okay, modes is a very different thing where I'll show you one different mode from C. You're using exactly the same notes of a C major scale, but you're starting and ending on different tonics. Okay, so the tone has changed, the tonal center. So even though I'm using the notes of a C major scale, I'm now making music around a different home base. So now I'm going to do Dorian mode, so my home base is D. Okay, so instead of starting on C and going to C, I'm going to start on D and go to D. And that's Dorian mode, compared to C major Ionian mode. Mathematically, mathematically, the things just kind of flip around. So mathematically, your formula for a major scale is 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. As in, I start on 0, whatever that is, C, for example. So I'm starting on C, then I go up 2 steps to a D, up 2 to an E, up 1 to F, 2 to G, 2 to A, 2 to B, 1 up to C again. Right, so that's your formula for a major scale. So now a Dorian mode, even though it's using the same notes, the formula will change. So you can apply that formula to anything and find a Dorian mode, right? Okay, so I start on D, go up 2 steps, go up 1, go up 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, and that's my Dorian mode. See how it's just flipped? If you had to write that out, you would see that the notes have just changed order. It's still exactly in the same sequence, but it's like somebody put it on a conveyor belt and flipped it so that whoever was at the back is now in the front. Okay. Anyway, all right. So now let's explain something else. This is actually quite a very cool thing to know. All right. Melodies come in different kinds of structures. Okay. You can have conjunct music, which sounds smooth and easy to sing. What it basically has is music that doesn't jump too wide all the time. Okay, so intervals are steps between notes, all right? So if I go from a C to a D, that's a little step, all right? Just one little black note in between there. So now if I have a song full of like little steps, like a whole tone here, semitone there, okay, a half step or a whole step, all right? So say like, sounds very easy to sing, right? Because the notes are really close together. That is conjunct music, okay? You find that the notes are really close and stuff like that. Now, if you had to listen to a Star Spangled Banner, for example, that's a disjunct song because it jumps all over the place. There are huge gaps, huge interval gaps all over the place. So it's not just small little interval gaps. So I'm going to play an example, not of Star Spangled, but I'm going to play just a random song. And it's got to sound jumpy, all right? And difficult to sing or play. And then you know it's disjunct. Okay, so... See how your brain goes, where is she going? That's disjunct.